Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event of the evening. Please give these fighters a big warm welcome as they enter the ring. First up in your main event, it is brought to you by Fairtax Thailand, our sponsor for all the equipment tonight. Please put your hands together, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Einarsson! Main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Pappas!
I wanted to bring back that, but nobody can ever be confused and think I'm fucking Mike Tyson and I'm a heavyweight champion. I'm a little nigga. That's why it's so raw to watch me battle lions, because I'm a little skinny nigga battling niggas 3 times my size.
Let's see so many motherfuckers wanna take a piece. Coming equipped with some shit niggas just can't believe. I pull a trick on my sleeve, no kamikaze, I'm all over that nigga. Put my feet in front of the body.
Anthony Pappas! Ladies and gentlemen, the stats for your main event of the evening tonight, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 60.9 kilos and comes to us with a record of 29 fights, 18 wins, 10 losses and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, from Riddler's Gym, trained by Darren Reese, put your hands together for Zach Einarsson! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner tonight weighed in at 61.1 kilos and comes to us with a record of 37 fights, 17 wins, 17 losses and 3 draws. From Strikeforce Gym, trained by Mark Pease, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Pappas! 5 3-minute rounds under full Thai rules. Your referee for this main event, Mr. Wayne Mead.
Well, we've reached main event time. And on the left of your screen, a young man who's just above us right now, who I remember as an 8-year-old rugrat around the gym. On the right, a fantastic prospect out of WA.
Yeah, definitely. Anthony Pappas, the child prodigy of Thai boxing. He's come through all the way. Corey Steele was another one. Both
Absolutely,
good mates.
yeah, the best mates. And, well, Anthony's marrying Corey's sister.
Ah, okay.
Hello to Robbie and Kerry and the whole crew. Lovely family. But, yes, they're a tight clan. I dare say they're not watching me. I dare say they're here if I know the stills. They've probably bought 3 tables. Big supporters. But a tough house to be fat in, I reckon. I couldn't live there for too long. Everyone's ripped. Everyone's ripped in that joint. 5 by 3-minute rounds. Full tie rules. We spoke earlier about Ineson. What do you know about him?
Very, very aggressive, powerful striker. Good skill, good ticker. This is going to be this is a very good, well evenly match. Big power shots and good hands from Pappas. Ineson's got it. He's got it all. He's good in the clinch. He's good with his kicks. He's got good hands and he's very aggressive and powerful. So, huge prospect coming out of WA.
Yeah, big fight for our main event. If you've just joined us, Tyler Hardcastle was absolutely on his game tonight, comprehensively outpointing Rambo. So a good start for WA, but let's see how this one goes. The Queenslander in the red is Pappas, and the Sandgroper, Ineson, in the blue. Heavy kick early from Pappas. Finds the gloves. Ineson with speed already. Lovely.
They're very similar styles, both these boys. Would have watched each other fight for many years, knowing that their paths would cross at some stage, at times tonight.
Must be interesting as a fighter, just knowing, just seeing someone and waiting, and so often it doesn't happen nowadays because of COVID and everything or whatever else, but just aching for a fight with some particular person at some stage in your career. Who was it who was on Daddy Cool's calendar?
Oh, it was always Aaron Lee. He was the pinnacle of the little guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for years we sparred a lot, and but I was always just a bit too heavy, and then we eventually made a catch weight and fought.
Hello to him as well. Great man. Right hand to the body from Pappas. Ineson checks upstairs. The guard is good from the Queenslander.
He's tried that teep to the face a couple of times, Ineson.
It's almost like an inverted question mark the way he throws it too. It just comes the other way round. Pappas feigns, lets the hands go. Good inside left hook there.
Yeah, very strong with his hands, Pappas.
Beautiful rip. Honestly, I remember him doing handstand push-ups and stuff when he was 8 and 9 years old. He was an absolute... Some kids are just born as muscle, and that was definitely Anthony Pappas. Loved Muay Thai. He goes to sweep the West Aussie.
And he started well, Pappas.
The thing I like early from Ant-Man is the shots he's throwing are with intent. He's not trying to feel anything out. Everything's, the kicks are heavy. That said, Ineson has shown some speed, as we see there.
Yeah, very well-timed kick. Just to the end of that punch from Ineson. Full extension of the jab, and he slipped the body kick straight under his arm. So you see that body shot again from Pappas.
Follows up with the teep nicely. Wears one on the gloves. Outside kick from the Ant-Man with 10 to go in this one in the first round. Ineson with a nice looping right hand and a right rib kick, and follows up with all levels down to that bottom leg. Interesting first round, Daddy Cool.
Yeah, definitely a good close one, but I like the start from Pappas. I like his combination punches. We watch the replay here.
Big thank you to Ob for their delicious watermelon drink. It's got me through the night. But nice and starchy, these two. They start to get to that level of size, strength and ability that any one shot can finish things. I mean, these are really finely tuned athletes.
Yeah, definitely. We just see both boys exchanging the punches as well. And the kicks. This is a great little contest here.
But impressed with the punching of Pappas. The straight shots have been nice, just crisp, really crisp hands. Ineson, on the other hand, has been throwing that nice little body kick. You know, it's only a matter of time before one of them starts to loosen up the other opponent.
Yeah, definitely.
They look so fresh, these guys. It must remind you of a former you. So fresh. Look at it.
Feels so long ago.
I sweat checking the mailbox.
My leg would snap if it picked up there.
Oh,
now.
I tell you what. Amazing. Hello to everyone in WA.
And these two gyms, Riddler's Gym and Strikeforce Gym, been to war many times for many years. Easily
We've been
over
a
20
million-
years of battling
million
each other.
fights, yeah.
Yeah.
Some absolute legends of the sport out of both gyms. And I think it's wonderful to see new gyms popping up here and there, but I also think, for me as someone who spent some time out of the sport, to come back and see places like Riddler's, places like Strikeforce still going strong, that to me is almost twice as good, with the greatest of respect to new gyms.
No, it's great to see all the old gyms still pumping very strong as we go into round number 2. And there's that high kick to the face again.
Yeah, pivoting well, Einarson. Got great legs. And his speed, his leg speed is phenomenal, as we see there with that front teep. Oh, heavy from Ant-Man. The receipt not as good. Tries to go again. Edging forward. Teep, and good change up from Ant-Man. That is sharp early from the Queenslander.
Both boys just trading low kicks.
Left hook. Skips out nicely, Einarson.
And looking good with his hands tonight, Anthony Pappas.
I also think his kicking's been reasonable. He's quite starchy. You know, he's really been heavy on his kicks. Beautiful use of the hands, changing levels from the Ant-Man. And a receipt from Einarson. We're starting to see what this is going to become, I think, Dane.
Yeah, definitely. Both boys, powerful shots. Will not let one get the better of them.
Both very good movers too. They're both quite fit and conditioned. Einarson left and right. Pappas, again with strong hands.
Slip there. Pumzak.
A minute to go in this round. Pappas sneaks in and cops a receipt. Beautiful body rip there. Step through teep.
And under a minute in this second round. Interesting to see if you see two beautiful kicks there and a third from Einarson.
Einarson just starting to change level with those legs. Will that have an effect as Pappas goes straight with the hands? It's been working for him so far in this fight. Einarson content to chop away. Reminiscent of Tyler Hardcastle, his stablemate in the previous fight, who did all the damage with his rear leg.
Yeah, really driving that low kick in. Is the blue corner. Boys from Riddler's Gym.
Good hands again from Pappas, and again a great body kick from Einarson.
Yeah, they're you can hear the corner screaming, but their game plan for the boy from Riddler's Gym is every time he's getting punched to throw the kick, as we just saw then right at the end.
The lead kick counter working well for the West Aussie. You don't want to say it's punch of a kicker because Pappas has been kicking well too, but in terms of what's working for them, it's the leather of Pappas we'll see in this replay, on the home replay, and of course the kicks and the level changes here of Einarson.
No, he's mixing it up well, is Pappas, but you just see that beautiful five-punch combination. Finish with the kick, come back composed. He's been having some great success with that body rip as we see those beautiful kicks there from Einarson. Boom, and again, and then one down low just for good measure. Bang. So
it's funny how the styles of the prowesses of trainers come through in their fighters. You look at Riddler's in the clinch, obviously, and then the ability to kick at will at different levels. A very Kaylee Reese-esque, that just ability to just put that pressure on with the legs.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just comes through. Where, of course, across we have a very a rounded style, but hands heavy, coming from Strikeforce.
Definitely, he's you know, he's always very heavy-handed, Anthony Pappas, and you don't fix what ain't broke. It works for him. He's not heavily reliant on his hands. He's not just spending the whole 3 minutes punching. You said before, he's using his kicks well, but you know, he's the way he's punching in comparison to the other fights is he's stringing minimum three punches together.
And he's got genuine knockout power, which we didn't always have. Someone like the Professor can string them together, but I think you're more worried if Anthony Pappas lands a clean shot on him.
Definitely. There's not many fights that Pappas hasn't knocked his opponent down.
So we go into round 3. Einarson in the blue shorts, Pappas in the red, Bex Tui, Dane Daddy Cool. Ringside here at the Eaton's Hill Hotel. It's been a great start to our main event on what has been one of the best fight cards in my 20 years in fight sports. A massive night.
Yeah, great fights all nighters. We just see great timing here in a bit of a trance as we watch Zach, just great timing with his kicks.
He's countering on both his kicks and his hands, sublime. Stalking is the Queenslander in the red shorts. Nice push kick.
He's got a bit more. He's a bit more alert this round. Is Zach sorry. So you see a nice takedown.
Good work there. Dominance technique there. 2 minutes, and this is the third. Skip forward from Ant-Man, double up and right hand. Goes low and tries to finish high with an uppercut. Inches for both boys there. Inches, Dane, and this would have been a different fight.
Definitely, and the kicking in this round from Zach's been great, and it's upset Anthony a little bit. He can't get in and get those combos going. Every time he does, he's getting booted in the body.
Slight accumulation of reds on both sides of Pappas through that rib cage, and that's the chip away. It's a chisel effect of Einarson, and then he says, well, you got to worry about your middle as well because I can reach your temple if I need to. Less likely now to skip in, but he does so nicely to Pappas, and that gives him a little bit to go on with. So often in fights of this caliber, Dane, it's just those inches of evasion. Isn't it? Just some beautiful shots as Ant-Man presses forward, but you see things that would get an otherwise, you know, not as well moving fighter put to sleep.
Yeah, definitely. I think nice punches there. I think Anthony's got to start getting a bit trigger happy with his kicks as well, because he's knowing he's going to come in with those punches. He's felt a couple of those punches, so he's doing an absolutely stellar job now of using his legs. And you see that kick again as Anthony tries to punch.
He's upsetting Ant-Man, who, when he's had lots of effect with that teep. He's probably only thrown it 4 times this fight. You want to see him. He's got power, Pappas. He's always had such streak through size, which is why you see when he throws straight combinations like that, they really stick, including with his kicking, and he pushes forward on the West Aussie. But again, Einarson, I don't know what's in the water at Lidlers. You can hit them all week and they just go, what?
Yeah, very impressive round. And that's great coaching from the corner. Riddler and Chris White.
Yep, see here on CB Ink Tattoo, a replay. You're absolutely right. Einarson just owned the kicking battle in a kicking sport.
Yes.
That's the simplest way you can put it.
But it's the timing. It's the timing of his kicks.
Right there.
As you see Anthony come in with the punch, maybe 1 or 2, bang, straight away kick there. Anthony filled him with the push kick on that occasion.
What does he follow up with in an ideal world there? Because Pappas has had success 2, 3, 4 times with that push kick, but really getting Einarson, the counter fighter, off balance. Does he need to swarm then, or does he risk getting caught on the way in from a man who's so good at timing?
Yeah, I would try and beat him at his own game.
Let him come.
Yeah, let him come. Let Zach come to Anthony, and Anthony start with his kicks first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's got such a good hook.
if you start with your hands all the time, and Zach's onto it. So now he needs to come with his legs and then loop the punches in with his kicks first.
Yeah, and that's why you're the best in the business. I mean, the Teep's a great example. Lead Teep, every time he's throwing it, it's landed. It's money.
Definitely.
Very interesting battle, this one, with a couple of rounds to go, folks. Don't know that anyone who didn't know the sport well would be watching, but fundamentally, your elbows, your throws, etc., displays of physical dominance. They score very highly, and punches are outweighed by kicks if we go to a scoring system. It's important to know that. In a case like this, we have a fighter using their hands a lot, another fighter using their legs more predominantly, as Anthony Pappas and Zach Einarsson in the 4th round go to work. Big thanks to some of our sponsors. Vision Made, Rams, as well, Fairtex, CB Inc. Behind the sport, and a slip there. Slapping work from both boys, so it's been lovely to watch. Step through tip of his own from Einarsson, and follows with a straight right, beautiful. Just found the levels play, Dane of the West Aussie has been a little bit superior at times.
Yeah, he's building last round, this round. He's finding his rhythm and a home with those kicks.
Good right hand there from the Ant-Man, who gets dominated and spun.
Yeah, beautiful takedown there. Very well
beautiful.
scoring.
He's building.
He's building here, blue corner.
Ant-Man unloads with a couple, and all of a sudden it's a leather diet for Einarsson, but he ties up nicely. Such great maturity from two young fighters, but both these boys have been around the sport a fair time. Great to see him just close down the danger there and force Pappas back out to range. He skips in again, does the Queenslander.
And that kick's getting higher and higher as he's punching. Just shy of landing on the neck of Pappas.
One less arm or one less hand to block that kick is the call from Dane Daddy Cool. You get the sense, it's very even, but you get the sense with Einarsson, he's potentially working into his work now. You know, he's warming up.
Yeah, he's building, and he's just landed, 4 or 5 unanswered knees there. Good, strong clinch, grab up high, and then slapping those knees in unanswered.
Outside kick from Einarsson, return favour from Pappas. Minute to go in the penultimate round. Skipping up, push, kick, skipped in from Ant-Man. He's eaten and returned a knee, but those right knees from Einarsson causing a fair bit of redness as they park up in the clinch above our commentary position. It's 2 and 3 and 4 from Einarsson, unanswered. The guard goes up, but it's not high enough for Pappas. He's shorter in the lower half, and Einarsson's just climbing over it.
And he's got a bit of blood coming off his right eye. Does Pappas, as he just gets out of harm's way.
Couple of cuts there from the Ant-Man, it would seem, but nothing too major at this stage. Staying out of the eye, which is good. 10 seconds to go in the 4th.
This is a great fight.
Crossing elbow from Pappas is beautiful. Sometimes blokes like Ant-Man, they need a bit of blood before they start to get super angry. Because he's not an angry guy in real life, like a lot of you wonderful fighters. Lovely bloke.
Yeah, it's, he started picking it up at the end of that round, but another very strong round. You just see that beautiful takedown.
The knee and clinch work from Einarsson on the Rams replay has been sublime.
Yes.
It's been a credit to his gym and to himself. Unbelievable. Sometimes 2 and 3 and 4 knees, but then Pappas is so tough, he cops them and then starts throwing combos.
Yeah, and just as you see here, just getting that knee straight on the Bunchu tattoo there.
Yeah, it is a Bunchu tattoo. Of course, started out under John Wayne Parr's tutelage, very young age. Moved across to Strikeforce. It's quite a luxury you have in Queensland, isn't it, when you can just cruise between Mark Peace and John Wayne Parr as your 2 coaching options. That's quite good stuff, although WA would argue they have a similar situation with this great man and a few of his counterparts over there.
Yeah, definitely, and it's great that there's there's such strong gyms in every state now. Like,
Yeah.
it's a very high level in Melbourne. You know, there's gyms strong level and good shows in Sydney.
Absolutely.
So it's not just Queensland, WA. It's all over Australia, and it's great to see.
Well, even on the coast, we got the sunny coast where I'm from, just up the road. There's a number of great options. The great Joe Hilton's still around, and of course Brody Stalder is up there as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fifth and final round. Let's get behind the fighters. Last round of the fight, last round of the night.
Final round here has opened up like a house on fire. Einarson, blue, Pappas, red. That's on the screen. On the mic, Daddy Cool, Bex Tui, as Einarson goes down in the clinch for the first time tonight.
Yeah, nice sweep from Pappas.
What has Mark Peace said to Anthony Pappas in the last 2 minutes?
It's too close. We need you to lift. There's nice kicks here.
Beautiful hands.
Bit more intent from the red corner. I believe Mark Peace would be instructing him.
Push kick from Einarson. Closing range is Pappas, and you've got to think of your Einarson. Where are the hands coming from? Go Zach is the call from Darren Reese.
Ooh.
And go Zach indeed with a crossing right elbow. I've often wondered what that feels like, and I never want to know. I'll be honest. Back into centre ring. This is one of those fights you could watch for 8-10 rounds.
Yeah, definitely.
if they were obliging.
And it's a lot more. There's a lot more intent here from Anthony's. We see him just miss with those punches.
Got to be tired, both these men, because it hasn't necessarily been pace, but intent from round one. There's been no tippy-tapping from these two. Everything has been as their coaches would want it. Hardcastle, sorry, I say Einarson, his stablemate, beautiful to the ribs. You find yourself saying that 'cause it's very similar to Tyler in the way he's approached this fight.
Yeah, good exchange from both boys.
Huge body rip from Pappas. One more is the call. He says, I'll do it with my legs, coach, instead.
Yeah, finishing well, Anthony. It's a beautiful kick, very well timed.
50 seconds to go. Pappas in the red has to do it, you would think, to get over a not dominant but convincing 4 rounds from the West Aussie and Zach Einarson. 2 and
Yeah,
3 and
beautiful.
4, and this is the sort of stuff that you just can't allow to happen.
Yeah, you've got to stop that or be competitive. As we saw before, Anthony, he had the wrong leg up, blocking the wrong leg, and he still just copping the knees. Quickly
Hard to
shifted
do.
his weight.
He's had great hands, the Queenslander. He's got 15 seconds to do something, you would think. Five seconds. Skips in, and that is all she wrote, folks.
A great fight, absolute cracker fight. Very well matched. Been a
Technically
tough one.
beautiful.
Yeah, very good technique shown by both boys, and yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
You know, what I want to say about these two guys is they're not record or resume packers, either of these two. From just looking back into their history, and I know Ant-Man reasonably well as well, they have fought incredible fighters. When you look at their record, you go, okay, it's 50-50 in some cases and whatever else. But the quality that they put on at this weight, they're as good as two blokes at that weight that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's very good. When I saw that this fight was matched, I was really excited for it. And you know, Rogue Muay Thai's been doing a great job building Zach. He's been over here a few times fighting, and the crowd love him. He always shows good Thai boxing. He always puts on a show.
Yeah.
And then the Ant-Man, we know what we get from him. He's been fighting for many years around the scene in Brisbane and Queensland. So a great fight, a tough one for the judges.
Absolutely. We're moments away from a decision in this final one. Of course, our main event in here at the Eaton's Hill Hotel for Road Restoration. The course, add us on Instagram, rogue_Muay Thai. That way you can stay ahead of when the next one of these barn burner of a fight nights is going to happen. Get the inside track, all the content on the up-and-coming fighters, and have your say on who you want matched for the next Rogue installment. It's all there online. Got to begin it to win it, or you can go and whinge on a forum. Does that still happen? Used to happen heaps back in the day.
Yeah.
Not so much?
I miss it.
You do?
We used
Yeah, people, fat guys like me giving you technical advice.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, fair
We got
enough.
a few fights out of it. John Wayne fought Scott Bannon due to the internet wars back in the day.
Wow.
That was a huge fight.
It was good, though. There was always so much tension. You know? And then things would really around, like Wayne Parr and Preacher fights and stuff like that. There would be so much.
Centering. Ladies and gentlemen, two very highly skilled and very experienced boxers in the ring at the moment that have just brought you 5 rounds of outstanding Muay Thai action. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening this afternoon has been declared a draw, ladies and gentlemen. The judges could not split the fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Adam King and Rogue Muay Thai, thank you. You've been an incredible audience tonight. You've seen some amazing Muay Thai action. Thank you to all the coaches and all of the fighters, and of course all of the officials at ringside too. You've done a great job, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Miles Collins, and I'll see you next time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. A contentious draw in our main event of the evening. We were wrong twice tonight. As with draws, we tend to leave them there, Dane. Less said, the better. These two can do it again.
Definitely would like to see him back. I think the man from Perth did enough with his kicking to win, but, you know, I'm not a judge.
Been a good fan and friend of his opponent for 15 years, and I have to say I agree. And if you think your mate didn't win a fight, tends to be they didn't. Anyhow, we will move on. It's been an amazing night of fights tonight. If you can get this online anywhere, I suggest you do it, folks. A big thank you to Fairtex, CBD, Ink Tattoo, Vision Made, Rams, and all the Rogue Muay Thai family. On behalf of Rogue HQ and Dane Daddy Cool, this is Bex Tui. We'll catch you next time.
Just made up your mind. I won't try to tell you I'm not that type. I can do a lot of things,